then it's kind of difficult because I have a class before, and remember that at the end everybody has questions. Me faltó, no puse en participación y ahí me tardó mucho. Okay, sorry again. So how are you today?
Fine, teacher, and you?
Fine, I'm okay. Are you happy because it's Thursday? Or not so happy?
Not so happy because we have a lot of homework.
A lot of homework and a lot of things to do on the weekend, right?
Yes.
It's not a good thing that you have only classes the last 2 days of the week. It should be the other way around, like on Monday
Yes, it's
and
really
Tuesday.
sad, like, don't enjoy your weekend or don't have, like, a free weekend.
Yes, I know. But don't worry. It's going to last like maybe one more month. Okay, so then today we start with, I don't know if you check your final grades. Did you? You already have your extra points. Any questions about it before we start with the new period? No questions? No doubts? No complaints? Everything perfect. All right, so this new period, I hope that we can have more people to join the class and participate. I know that some of you will say, I don't like to. Okay, but at least you can participate once in all the period. Okay, we have only like 4 classes, so you can have your extra points. And remember that we don't see each other, so nobody is looking at you. We only can see your writing, or listening to your voice, and that's it. Okay, so please participate. Don't be shy. Don't worry. I don't know how to say it. I don't know what's the correct word for that. It doesn't matter. Okay, this is not like a grammar class. All right, so the new topic. At the beginning, we started with general terms of business, importance of English as a global language. What else? Business that succeeded or failed, successful companies. Guillermo, yes, Guillermo. It's okay. So now we're moving on to the business and company, these two terms. Do you think that there's a difference or not? Company and business, are they the same? What do you think? This is like just like brainstorming. Yes or no? Do you think, are they the same? They're different. Okay. I think so. Think so, as in they are the same. Okay. So here's the big question. If you said, okay, a business is a company is a business, or what? So let's see. Indeed, we use it interchangeably. We can use one or the other. And business, it could be like a general term. I'm doing business with my client. My business is a small bakery. Okay. We're in a business meeting for different contexts. But the term business and company, yes, they have differences, and we will see them. Okay. Before we get into the differences, let's go to the part of What do you think they are? Okay. Now we have this list of things. Can you tell me which ones, or if they are, or if they are not, club? Would you say that yes, it is a business or company, or no? Reading club. Is a yes or no? No? No, it isn't. It is not a business nor a company. Correct. COBACH, Colegio de Bachilleres. What is it? Is it a business? Is it a company? It's a school, yes. But what is it? No business. No company. Guess what? It is. It is a company. But we can classify the companies and the business as in profit, non-profit, public, private. So, Colegio de Bachilleres belongs to the state. But yes, it is a company. Okay. But with no profits. No profits, it's public, belongs to the state. Okay. It will be like the hospital, like IMSS or ISTE. It is a company, but it belongs to the state. It is a public company with no profits. Okay. Internet cafe. Yes. It is a private company, a private business. It could be a small business. And it definitely, you get profits from it. Yes. The church. Any church. What do you say? It's a business. Yes. Well, we call it, it's a business. Es un negocio redondo, we call it, or people say that. But supposedly will not. The money that they get, it's for the church to help. That is the purpose, the philosophy. Yes. Yes, they charge you if you want to get a quinceañera más. Yes. Or a wedding. Yes, you have to pay. But it's for the survival, the expenses of the church. Liverpool. Yes. And the junior high parents committee. It is like de los padres. What is it? Asociación de padres, the one at school. No, it is not. And the mechanic workshop. A mechanic workshop. Yes. Okay. So throughout the period, throughout the lesson, we're going to see, first of all, the differences between the company and business, then the different types of companies, because then you said, no, Kobachis, no, it doesn't get like profits, but yes, it is a company. Okay, so we will see like the differences between them. Now, let's watch a video. It is the same video that you have for the homework. I don't know if you already watched it. Did you already watch with one? Which one, Vivian? No, it's not. I mean, the philosophy of the church, it's not a business. Que nosotros, que la gente le diga, it's a business. Pues sí te cobran, pero it's for the church. for the expenses, to pay the light, the AC, I don't know. Yes, because we can say the same about, for example, is the sun. It's a business, it's a public, belongs to the state, pero pues podríamos decir, okay, they are getting money, like in every business with corruption, they are getting money, okay? But the philosophy of the company or the mission, it's a public, it's about a service, offering a service to the customers or to the audience, to people, okay? Did you see this video, the one with the homework? Did you see it? Yes or no? Did you see it?
I did.
No? Okay. So we can watch it. Bye.
Hello, I'm James from thebizler.com, and today we're going to answer the question, what is the difference between a business and a company? Now, nearly all companies are still actually businesses. They are offering goods and services to make money. This makes them a business. So what actually is the difference? So a business is quite straightforward, low-cost thing to set up, whilst a company can be a lot more complicated and a lot more costly. Now, most small-scale independent operations.
Wait a minute. Okay. Let me start over.
Difference between a business and a company. Now, nearly all companies are still actually businesses. They are offering goods and services to make money. This makes them a business. So what actually is the difference? So a business is quite a straightforward, low-cost thing to set up, whilst a company can be a lot more complicated and a lot more costly. Now, most small-scale independent operations are businesses. If they grow or they decide to expand, they may want to become a company. Now, they would do this by something called incorporation. Now, the main factor for doing this is that as a company, it is not an individual, it is the company that pays any costs or pays any taxes. You are considered a total separate legal entity. You have something called limited liability, which means if the company gets into financial trouble, it is not you that personally has to pay for it. Now, another main difference between a business and a company is that it is companies that have shareholders. Now, shareholders are people that pay for a part of the company. They pay for a share and hope, in return, they get a share of the profits. A company also has to appoint people who are known as directors. Now, directors are effectively managers or in charge of managing the day-to-day operations of the company. It is also the director's responsibility for ensuring that it is run legally. So just to recap, companies are also businesses. Businesses tend to be smaller scale operations like your market stall traders or a small independent bakery. They are operated by single or small groups of people, with the business owners totally liable for any costs that the business incurs. Companies are much larger, more complicated operations that are owned by a group of shareholders, and it is the company, not the people, that are liable for the costs. Now, I hope you found this video useful. If you did, please like, subscribe.
Okay, so what do you remember? What did you get from the differences, the main differences between these two terms? What is it? What is the difference? The answer is no, they are not the same. What's not the same? Why aren't they different? Why are they different? Okay. So they mentioned like different terms like shareholders, limited liability, separated legal entity. Then bigger. Yes, shareholders. What else? Who's raising her hand? I didn't see. Anything else? Okay, Vivian?
Well, I think that a business It's like a general term to define that an organization that tries to meet the resources and in that way satisfy the needs of customers, and the company is more like um, a legal team, like it is established that it is an entity.
Mhm. Correct. So it says that we can use the word business for anything that has to do with the exchange of product and service, and you, in return, you get money, you get profits. Okay, that will be doing business. I'm doing business. But we can separate, we can be a little bit more specific and having like a company with some differences related to structure, related to the financial things, the paperwork, how to set up a business. It will be kind of different. A business could be like a big corporation, like Amazon, okay? Or you can have a small business. Uh, you do have your establishment, but in a smaller scale. The structure will be different. The money that you put into the business, small business, it will be totally different if we compare to the company. So now, yes, Yvonne, financial and legally, they are different. Now let's see why or what is the difference. So first of all, as you said, Vivian, we use the two concepts like doing business and having a company. A company is a business. We use them interchangeably, and it has to do with the financial and legal structure. That will be the main difference. Okay, how to set up a business and how to set up a company, it will be different. Now, what is a company? A company, it is a legal entity. It is like a person. Okay, it is a legal person. Imagine the company as being a person. Okay, and as a person, the company has rights and has obligation. Okay, like a normal person. So the company can sue someone or it can be sued. You can borrow money. The company can borrow money, pay taxes, own assets, and hire employees. Okay, and normally the company is it is managed by a group of people. Okay, they mention shareholders. You get a lot of people. They bring their share. I'm going to put 50%, me only 10%, me only 5, okay? And they can be either public or private. Now, if we go to the business, it costs less to set up, and it is in a smaller scale operation. It could be like the la tiendita, like the convenience store. It could be the bakery, like the one in your neighborhood. And then they are normally operated by one person or a small group of people. The one with the one person is called sole proprietorship, when it's only one person. Okay, now the difference between one main difference between the business and the company is what happens if the company or the business they get into debts, they are in trouble. What happens? What do you think it happens? If the company is in troubles, money troubles, what is going to happen? If I'm the CEO of the company, if I am a shareholder, what happens to me? Am I going to lose my things, my car, my house, my properties, my assets? Yes, it is the company's problem. The one that is in debt is the company. Remember that the company is a person, a legal entity. So if you are sued, The company is the one that is, of course, you are the behind the company, yes, but they can take your things. They can. Okay, they can take your house, they can take your properties, your assets. But on the other side, if you are running a business, then you, the person, the group of people, you and your partner, you are responsible for that. Okay, so if your business gets into debt, or if you have a problem with money, you, the person, you have to pay that. So I don't have money to pay that. Okay, so well, give me your house, give me your assets. Okay, that will be like one main difference. That's why they mentioned the limited liability and unlimited liability. Liability means responsibility. Okay, unlimited liability, it will be for the companies, and the limited liability for the corporation and the companies, and the unlimited is for the business. Okay. Then, before we get into this, into the advantages and disadvantages, I want you to see this video about the structures, the different ways in business can organize business, as in business small scale, and business as in big scale. Okay, business in general, companies and businesses. So let's see, pay attention, take notes of the pros and cons. Right.
From an accounting perspective, the three most common classifications of businesses are the sole proprietorship, the partnership, and the corporation. Let's start with the sole proprietorship. A sole proprietorship is where one person starts a business, and could be as simple as opening a lemonade stand in your neighborhood. It's easy to set up, you have full control over it, and there aren't many tax requirements. However, there are some drawbacks. In a sole proprietorship, you have unlimited liability. This means that if your business is unable to meet financial obligations, a creditor, like the bank, can come after your personal assets, such as your house or even your car. The primary way you'd be financing your business is through bank loans or personal investments, and the life of your business is only as long as your own. Now let's say you decide to open a lemonade stand, but this time with a few friends. This would be considered a partnership. A partnership is quite similar in the sense that it's also very easy to set up and has no special tax requirements. There's shared control of the business, and you have access to a lot more resources. One of the biggest consequences of a partnership, however, is that you are liable for any of your partner's debts or bad decisions. Finally, the third type of business organization is a corporation. Unlike the first two, a corporation is a separate legal entity. Think of it as its own person. It is much harder to set up and has its own tax requirements. The benefits of incorporating your business can be quite rewarding though. Through stockholders, you can raise a large amount of capital. You are not personally liable for the business's debts, and the life of the business is infinite and doesn't parallel the life of any individual. You are most likely interacting with all three of these business organizations on a daily basis without even noticing. The best business organization for any business depends heavily on the long-term goals of the business, but is an important distinction to make.
Okay, did you get it? Did you get the main idea of each one of them? Yes, you can.
Yes, for example, the last one that we're showing the video, the corporation.
Mhm.
What is the difference between corporation and company?
It's the same. It will be the
Okay.
same. The difference is that when you have a corporation, is they have a lot of limited corporation, unlimited corporation. So they have like a lot of like subgroups, and everything has to do with the structure, okay, with the paperwork, the way that they are structured, okay. And you will see it, the link that I send you about the homework. You will have like the differences between these two, and then you have the types of businesses, the types of companies. That is, for us, maybe it's kind of hard to understand them because it has to do with law, with economics, some things that we don't know, okay? But they do have like differences. Okay?
Okay, Miss, thank you.
We are just getting like the main idea of everything. So what do you remember about the first one? The sole proprietorship. What does it mean? It has to do with what? Advantages, disadvantages. What do you remember from the one with the one person, one owner? Easy to set up. One person have like the full control. What else? You are by your own. Disadvantages? Yes, unlimited liability, the one that we said. You are responsible for all the debts. Difficult to get the money. How do I get the money if I'm a sole proprietorship? How can I get money? Collect the money, like to get sponsors or what? Well, if you got investors, if you invite somebody else, like, do you want to invest in my business? Then you have a partnership. Yes. But if you don't have the money, if you don't have the capital, you can go to the bank and ask for a loan. Okay. So, I mean, at the end, it's not your money, it's the bank's money, but you're supposed to pay it, but it's your own capital. Yes. So you're raising the money from your from a credit or from a loan, from a lender. What else? What is something else? Is that all? Yes, it is a small scale. It could be like, um, yes, it says limited life. I mean, if you die or if you go, the business as well. Okay. Yes, Victor. What about the partnership? What do you remember about the partnership? Okay, with it's doing business with another person or different people, small group of. You share, you have to share the control. You have to share decisions. It's not only your way. That's a very disturbing thing. You are responsible for your partner's decisions, good and bad. So it has to be someone that you really trust, like 100%, if you want to make business with someone. What else? If you have like more resources, yes. If you have another person or more people, well, you have more money, more resources, more ideas. Okay. And the final one, the corporation. What about the corporation? It could be a company, a big company. What about it? It's bigger, easier to get the money. Why? Because you have shareholders. Yes, the one with the taxes, you have to pay like higher taxes. Harder to set up. What else? the responsibility. Anything else? We have also that it's unlimited life. So the company may continue, for example, like Apple. Steve Jobs is no longer here, but the company is. And it has limited liability. You're responsible only for your share. Okay. If I invested only 5%, I'm only responsible for that 5%. Okay. Let's continue now. So I think that here will be kind of the same. What are the advantages and disadvantages of having or running a business or a company? We can summarize that a business, easy to set up. What else? What it will be another advantage? No one. Another advantage of this? Come on, the rest. You already said it you put it on the chat. Let's summarize the information. Full control. You make your own decisions. The taxation is different. It's simpler. The disadvantages will be like you have unlimited liability. You don't have a lot of resources. Okay. The company is larger scale. Difficult to set up or more difficult to set up, to organize. Unlimited life. Anything else that we're missing?
In a company, you can have like much members.
Yes, much members. And then if you have a lot of employees and the board of directors, then you have to have certain organization, like in the hierarchy, who's at the top, in the middle, and in the bottom of the hierarchy of the company. But in a small business, well, maybe just to have like a family business, 2 or 3 people only involved. You don't have like this is the CEO. No, this is the owner, and that's it. No? Okay. You have another video I also posted in the homework. You have this video. It is about the same, but with more information. Okay, it's about the organization of the business structure. Now, with the homework, this is not the homework. I changed the activity. Did you see it? The new one? Wait a minute. Okay. So it's again the same topic, different different method. So now you're creating a graphic organizer. It's not a mind map. It is a graphic organizer with information and graphics. Okay. The main topic is difference between a company and business, but you need to include the information as the definition of a company and a business, the difference between them, the types of business and the types of companies. Okay, where do I get that information from? You have this list. If you want to Google more, that's okay. These ones are options. So in your textbook, in your book, in your introduction textbook, those 2 pages are about this topic. Then this website, it's about the topic. And you have this video too, okay, about the differences. Infographic, no. It's a graphic organizer. How do we call that in Spanish? It's not a mind map. How do we call that? Well, yes. Let me show you. Un diagrama, ajá. Let me show this. A ver, let's see if I can open it. If you have a special app so you can create graphic organizers, that will be good. Another way to do it is with these templates that are on Canvas website. Look, these are templates. This is a graphic organizer. Okay, you have like clusters. Los clusters son las bolitas estas, it could be squares, I don't know, circles, ovals, whatever shape. But we have clusters and they are linked. They are organized in certain way with levels, okay? So here you have like different ways to organize the information. Use the one that you like. Of course, remember, here you can see only like 3 squares, 3 spaces. That doesn't mean that I only can do 3. I can have more, okay? Here you have 7. If you want to write only, okay, in 5 or you need like 2 more, it's all right. You have to include the information that is mentioned here, okay? You have to include this information. Organize. And it says the note, paraphrase the information. Not only copy and paste, copy and paste. Remember that the graphic organizers is a way for us to see the information in an easy way, easy and attractive, okay? So you include headings, short phrases or short sentences. You include terms, concepts, linking words, okay? It's not, I'm going to put this bunch of information in the whole paragraph in this cluster. Yeah, no. That's why it says graphic organizer. Organize the information, okay? Are we clear with that? Synaptic, well, it's similar. Yes, Linda, it's similar. You change only the mapa conceptual, no, Jonathan. Mapa conceptual, no. El mind map is more like concepts and images. Aquí no, I want information. Okay, if you want to include an image, it's okay. But I want to see information and graphics. Graphics, I mean clusters, formas, shapes, círculos, ovals, squares. Yes? Are we clear with that part? How many differences? Las que mencionamos ahorita, Diana. Okay? It's basically the same. If you Google, if you watch videos, they will have the same differences. It's the same. Do you want me to, I didn't post this video. It's about the organization. Do you want me to post it here on the chat? Maybe you don't need it.
Yes.
But if you want to, because it's about the organization, but it includes like advantages and disadvantages that you can use if you want to. And this other. Okay. So let me take attendance then. Anything else about the homework? Yes, you can decorate. As you can see in the templates, they have decoration and colors, and you can just decorate it. Yara?
Present.
Nitza? Denise? Alejandra? María? Darío? Sergio? José Martín? Pablo? Mónica? Manuel? Fabiola? Guillermo? Nicole? Guillermo, okay. Abigail? Participation. Sandra? Participation, don't forget it. Montserrat? Lisa? Mónica? Valeria? Andrea? Linda? Cynthia? Cristian? Lázaro? Nicole? Diana? Katia? Gema? Diana Munguía? Jimena? Grecia? Elvira? Ivonne? Jonathan? Roger? Nicole? Gabriela? Nicole Robles? Gabriela? No. María? Carmen? Sara? Carolina? María Fernanda? Cassandra? Víctor Gabriel? Ida? Yesenia? Ivana? Ivana Elisa? Vivian? María Jimena? Andrea? And that's it. Is that all with the participation? Campa. Anybody else? Or that's it? Okay, so then you have until Monday night, okay, to finish this activity. Monday at 11:59 p.m. Okay? So see you next week. Have a nice weekend.
Thank you, teacher. Bye.
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 Weekend.
Thank